Hello everyone, good morning. Today is Friday, the 17th of April, the last working day of this week. So what can I tell you guys? Happy Friday. Okay, so let me tell you what you're going to do today. Today you're going to have 3 videos with me. We're going to be doing English, math and geography. Last week we didn't work on Friday. You only had your scavenger hunt, so we didn't have a geography lesson. So we have something I hope interesting prepared for you today. Now, by the time you're watching this video, I suppose you already in the morning had a Zoom lesson with Miss Mia. I hope you enjoyed that very, very much. And later in the day, you're going to have also some PE activities. Okay, now let me tell you what we're going to do today in your first class, which is an English lesson. Okay, so yesterday in our Zoom lesson, we did a lot of things in your workbook number 3. And we have a few more things to do, okay? So yesterday we mostly revised the sounds and you gave some great examples of words starting in different sounds. I received a lot of pictures from you completing that work at home, so good job. Now, what we're going to do today, we're going to continue, we're going to finish everything we have in that workbook, okay? But we're more going to deal with reading words, understanding what they mean, and showing that we understood what they mean by drawing pictures, okay? But before we begin with any work of reading, I would like us to remind ourselves one more time of all the sounds and actions that follow those sounds for letters from group 3. Yeah, group 3 is this third line here. Okay, so this already happened a few times before. I'm going to play the music and I'm going to do the actions. And I really want you, while you're watching at home, to do the actions together with me. Okay, yesterday in Zoom class, it happened a few times that a friend couldn't remember the sound. But then when I showed the action, that helped them remember that sound. Okay, so this is why these actions are so important. So here are the sounds. Please sing with me and do the actions. This is the last time we will be doing this for these sounds.
Water gurgles down the drain, the water gurgles down the drain, the water gurgles down the drain.
With the g. That was good. Now goes O. On and off.
Now it's dark, the lights go on.
O, 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 O.
Time for set, the lights go off.
O, 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 O. Next one is Ah. Up come brass. Up come brass. Up come brass. When it starts to rain. Oh, lollipops. We lick a lollipops. We lick a lollipops. Oh, we lick a lollipops. So, or L, that is the sound.
My friends and I went to the beach
With my floating fish,
it got a hole, the air came out.
F, and the last one, B.
Bring your bat and bring your ball.
B.
Bring your bat and bring your ball. When the party play.
B. Okay, so now those were the sounds, okay, of group 3. Now also remember we circled these 5 letters. Why did we oopsie. Why did we do that? We did that because these are our short vowels. E, I, O, A. Okay, so for this also I've sent you a song. I'm just going to play it for a minute for you to remember it, okay? And then we're going to move on to our first task of the day. So you've seen this before.
A, E, I, O, A, A,
Okay, so hopefully as soon as you see this word you can read it very quickly and easily. We're gonna do one more.
Can you read this word?
What is it? Okay, hope you read it. Let's check. And I think the next word is the word from your spelling log for this week. Okay, let's see if you read it well. Okay, there are two more words and you can discover them in this video. I've sent it before, but I also sent it again for today. Okay, so now let's see what we have here. Now I have the whole workbook printed out. So what do you do when you finish a workbook, okay? You can take it and go from the beginning till the end, okay? And look at every page, see? Of course, this one I didn't do because I know how to read and write. But you can go from the beginning till the end, look at all the words, check if you can read them. If you can't read them, try to read them, okay? Many words here. See if there is something that you've missed, a letter that you didn't do. Everywhere, look at this picture, for example. So here you have these books, and on the pages, on the spines of the books, you have a word. So try to read those words, okay? These books, these workbooks are more than just for tracing letters and learning how to write them. You actually have quite a lot of things you can try and read, okay? So these were the things that we did tomorrow. You were supposed to complete this. This we didn't mention in the class, but I hope you still did it. This is, you have lowercase letters, the small letters, and the big letters. So you're supposed to make a line and match them. So you see the first example is A and A. Okay? If you have time over the weekend, maybe you can do that. Then these beautiful snakes are for you to practice making the shape of the letter O. If you remember when we did letter O, I've asked you to write extra lines in your notebook because this movement is a bit tricky, okay? So you can take any color, you don't have to do it with your pencil, you can use color pencils, maybe even markers, trace these lines, okay? And practice writing this letter. Now, we did most of this yesterday together. This as well. This we did together in class. You can color it in if you want. And we come to this. So what do we have here? We have a bunny, okay? The other word for bunny could be rabbit, okay? So what is important here? What do you need to do? I think you can already see that inside this rabbit, you have these fields, yes? And here you have many different words. Now, I think you can already guess that your task here is to try to read these words, and when you figure out what is the word that you've read, you draw that thing. So for example, the first word here, I'm going to write it on the board, okay, so you can see it better. The first word goes like this: R, A, B, B, I, T. Okay, so I'm now going to put sound buttons. R, A. Now look here, you have two B letters. So this exercise is actually about that. All the words that you have here have double letters, okay? But the trick is to remember that even when you have 2 times the same letter, you don't hear the same sound twice, but only once. So although you have 2 letters, you hear only one sound, B. Then we have I and T. R, A, B, I, T. Rabbit. 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 Here is a rabbit, okay? Can you draw a rabbit? or maybe just rabbit ears. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 more words from here to show you, and then the rest I think you can try to do on your own. Okay, so next one, but I'm not going to show you where it is. You need to find this word. Is this word H-I-L. Okay, so we have heel, heel, hill, a hill. Smaller than a mountain, but higher than the ground is hill. Okay, it's very easy to draw a hill. Yeah, okay, and the last word I would like to put here is this one. I'm going to rub this all out. D-R-E-S. Okay, so D-R-E-S. 2 letters S, but 1 sound. So why did I choose this word? It's a bit tricky because you have the and r. Okay, you don't have a vowel between these 2 consonants, but they're together. And when you read this word, you need to try to blend these 2 sounds, to say them together as one. Okay, so you had something similar in your spelling log to est. So if you try to say test, you're not really going to get the words. So you need you need to blend these 2 consonants together. St, 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 test, test. Okay, the same here. Dr, dr, dress, dress, a dress. I'm wearing a dress today. Okay, so I give you an example of 3 words. But you need to find them here, read them again, draw the pictures, okay? And please try to do this on your own, but of course then, once you've done it, you can ask somebody from your home to help you with the reading, or of course you can take pictures and send them to me. Okay, there are 2 more tasks that you have to do, and I will explain in a minute what they are.